So why wasn't Nora there then? Brian's terrified expression flashed through my mind again. He wasn't staring at me. He was staring at my face. And those pale, horrific students who slammed against the glass before instantly returning to their desks. They weren't reacting to us. They were reacting to the entity behind us. They were terrified of the proctor. The moment that realization clicked, the entire mystery shattered wide open. Why did the proctor constantly target me with her gaze? Why did she spell my name using Nora's specific, stylized spacing on the blackboard? Why was Nora missing from class 4 when you have eliminated the impossible? Whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. The proctor is my older sister, Nora Hunt. Chapter 10. My heart began hammering against my ribs at a terrifying speed. If the proctor was my sister Nora, it meant she wouldn't kill me. Every terrifying look, every cryptic phrase she uttered, they weren't threats. They were clues meant specifically for me. I replayed her exact words in my head. And it seems someone has already stumbled upon my little secret. But, little lamb, make sure you don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. Don't be lied to. We had just gone up to the 3rd floor. If the liar wasn't a student in our class, then the only person who could have lied to us was Brian, Chloe's brother. He was the only entity anyone had interacted with. The liar is Brian Lane. While I was lost in my deductions, the remaining students in the classroom were arguing loudly. A girl named Amy, known for her piercing, loud voice, was shouting across the room. Who did you vote for? Cynthia, obviously. She was second on the list anyway. If we don't vote her out, who else are we supposed to write? Look, I don't care about strategy anymore. I'm just voting down the list until we hit the right person. I'm telling the truth, I haven't lied about anything. Cynthia needs to go. I saw Chloe and Cynthia sneaking up to the 3rd floor together. They are definitely hiding something. After everything that happened outside, who would be stupid enough to go up there? They are sabotaging us. Cynthia told us to stay put, and then she sneaks out herself. She's a hypocrite. Vote for her. Just don't vote for me, I swear I'm innocent. Amy ranted maliciously, clearly rallying the remaining survivors to sacrifice Cynthia. I stayed silent, refusing to get involved. Under normal circumstances, I would have defended Cynthia, but right now, a bitter resentment consumed me. Cynthia had taken my only friend away from me. Even though I prided myself on being calm under pressure, the sudden betrayal of losing my best friend made me feel deeply bitter. The sharp school bell rang through the building. Chloe and Cynthia walked back into the room together. Chloe still refused to look at me, but Cynthia stared at me with an intense, unreadable expression. The proctor materialized at the podium, picked up her chalk, and began writing on the blackboard. Second round results: total 17 votes, Cynthia 14 votes, Elena 2 votes, Marcus 1 vote. Seeing the massive surge of votes against Cynthia, I wasn't surprised. But my blood ran cold when I saw my own name with 2 votes. One was from myself, which meant someone else had voted for me. Before I could think, Cynthia suddenly snapped, pointing a shaking finger at me as she screamed. How can the liar be me? The answer is Elena Hunt. Right, Elena Hunt. She isn't human. She's a ghost from the original senior class 4. Chloe's brother and the students up there told us everything. Elena Hunt died 20 years ago. She is the spirit haunting this campus. She is the liar. But her accusations cut off violently. The proctor's razor-sharp tongue shot forward like a spear, piercing straight through Cynthia's throat. Cynthia's eyes bulged in agony as she clutched her bleeding neck. She opened her mouth to speak, but only thick, dark blood poured out, making a sickening bubbling sound. Her crisp uniform was instantly soaked in crimson as she collapsed heavily to the floor, her wide, dead eyes staring at nothing. Cheating and disrupting the exam hall will result in immediate execution. A violent shudder ran down my spine. Why did she call it cheating? Am I actually the liar? No, I am Elena, not Nora. And I haven't lied about anything. Then why did she say Cynthia was cheating? Cheating means using illegitimate information. Cynthia got her answer from Brian, which proves Brian is the one spreading lies. The liar is Brian Lane. When the new exam paper materialized on my desk, I firmly wrote down the final truth. Question: who has been lying all along? Answer: Brian Lane. The bell rang. The exam is now over. I braced myself for the proctor to snap her fingers and vanish like before, but reality shattered. With a sharp snap, the entire classroom violently distorted, melting into a surreal, twisted world of shifting colors. Every student vanished, leaving only me and the proctor standing face to face in the void. The proctor slowly walked down from the podium toward me. Her rigid, pale face pulled back into a massive, eerie grin. I stood my ground, staring directly into her eyes. The terror was gone, replaced by an overwhelming sense of familiar warmth. My lips moved on their own, voicing the question burning in my soul. Nora, is that you? You're my older sister, Nora Hunt, aren't you? The proctor froze, and then erupted into wild, echoing laughter. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I knew my little sister wasn't an idiot. You're so smart, Elena. You managed to guess half the answer correctly. As expected of my flesh and blood. She snapped her fingers, a look of twisted amusement dancing in her eyes. But your answer is still slightly off. The one lying all along isn't just Brian Lane. It's every single dead person in this school. The true answer hit me like a physical blow. I stood there, completely paralyzed. Nora, what do you mean? The students you saw on the 3rd floor, the ones who vanished 20 years ago, they are the failures of the previous exam. They are all dead spirits. Nora looked at me, her smile softening into something profoundly sad. But you didn't lie, Nora. So, yes, I am still technically alive. I am not a dead spirit. Her smile vanished completely, replaced by absolute, crushing despair. But my current identity is the proctor. And as the proctor, Nora Hunt can never leave this cursed building. In every exam cycle, only one single student is allowed to survive and escape back to the real world. The proctor is trapped here for eternity. My only choices are to let myself die and forfeit existence, or to keep living as a monster, proctoring these horrific exams across different spatial dimensions until my twisted quota is fulfilled. Nora's voice grew frantic, trembling with rage. It's been 20 years in your world, Elena, but you have no idea how many countless lifetimes I've spent trapped in other dimensions before finally twisting my way back to this school. This place is 10,000 times worse than hell. But don't worry. This time, I will make sure you live, Elena. I swear it. Tears streamed down my face as I looked at her. The kind, gentle sister from the diaries had been forged into a ruthless, bloodthirsty monster by this horrific realm. I couldn't even begin to imagine the torture she endured. My heart broke for her. Nora, is there really no other way? I sobbed. Sillying girl, Nora whispered, reaching out to gently stroke my hair. Being able to see you one last time is a mercy. I have no regrets. But you figured it out almost too late, Elena. In this upcoming round, those remaining fools are all planning to vote for you. Her eyes suddenly flashed with an icy, lethal glint. But sister will never let them touch you. Never. My heart hammered wildly against my ribs. The sister I had spent my entire life searching for was now my only ticket out of this nightmare. Nora, what do I have to do? Nora smiled warmly, her tone turning dangerously playful. We are going to play a special game, Elena. A backstabbing game where you are guaranteed absolute victory. Rule 1: the moment I announce that Elena Hunt received the most votes and is eliminated, you will win the game and be granted safe passage out of here. Rule 2: the moment you achieve victory, every single remaining person in this classroom will be executed immediately, trapped here forever. Rule: you must not reveal the rules of this backstabbing game to anyone. If you break the rules, our contract is void. I won't be able to protect you or rig the system for you anymore. As for those rats who dared to vote for my little sister. Nora laughed hysterically, her eyes completely devoid of warmth. Haha. Anyone who tries to hurt my sister deserves to burn. Looking at her manic, unhinged state, a sudden wave of panic hit me. Nora, what about Chloe? Can really only one person survive? What about the others? Nora's voice turned incredibly cold, cutting me off instantly. I said, only you live. Remember, this is Riverside High. In this realm, true victory belongs to one person alone. Only one. With a sudden tear, the distorted void collapsed back into the dusty classroom. Nora was back at the podium, turning around to leave as her final words echoed in the air. In 1 hour, the 4th exam will begin. The shifting colors vanished, leaving me standing in front of my desk as if everything had been a fever dream. But when I turned around and saw the remaining students staring at me with pure, murderous intent, I knew the reality. There won't be a 4th exam. They all voted for me. Every single one of them. Chapter 11. The classroom instantly devolved into loud murmurs as the remaining 15 survivors crowded around Chloe's desk, whispering frantically. Their voices were a chaotic blur, but sitting near the window, I could hear their malicious consensus clearly. I voted for Elena. Yeah, I wrote Elena too. After a long time, I stood up, walked across the room, and stopped right in front of Chloe. Chloe, I am not the liar. I am innocent. The entire room fell dead silent. You could hear a pin drop. No one dared to look me in the eye. They recoiled as if I were a plague-ridden monster, desperate to keep their distance. I knew deep down that this was my final hour in this place. But before I left, I needed to clear the air with my best friend. Even though the rules of Nora's game forbade me from telling her the truth, I refused to let Chloe die hating me. If I let her die believing a lie, I would never find peace for the rest of my life. You're innocent. How dare you say that to my face? Chloe snapped, standing up as tears of rage spilled over. Elena Hunt, if it wasn't for you, Cynthia and the others wouldn't be dead. My brother wouldn't have been trapped in this hellhole for 20 years. Your family ruined us. You made us suffer for 2 decades. Elena Hunt, no, you're Nora. My brother told me everything. He said the only person who actually died in senior class 4 20 years ago was Nora Hunt. I checked with the other spirits in class 4. You are Nora. You're the ghost who died back then. Your best friend Sarah confirmed it too. You stared at her through the window because you recognized her. Cynthia saw it too. And you still claim you're innocent. Who would believe you? You think the school wronged you, so you trapped everyone here. You dragged our entire class into this nightmare to exact your revenge. You're an evil spirit. You're the worst monster in this school. The moment you die, the exam ends.